Afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday afternoon. Melinda here. Quickly, just to say hey and happy Monday and happy February. I hope, excuse me, February has been good to you so far. It's been pretty interesting to get to through January into here we are in February. January was a very interesting month for me. I'm just trying to get my footing back into the world after my mom passed away, and we're just taking it day by day and just doing the work to heal and live and survive in this crazy fucked up world. But quickly, happy new moon day. Today is new moon in Aquarius season. Hey daddy. Aquarius season is all about really getting yourself together, to not only take care of yourselves but others in your community, and who you want to join in your tribe. And so many of us have been going through ups and downs and trying to get through life, and so building those tribes is really important, and setting those healthy boundaries are super important as well, so that we're not just traveling through without people that have truly have our backs. It can be healthy or they can be toxic, but it's about who you truly want to be in your life, and how do you want them to show up, and how are you showing up in other people's lives to support them as well, because it's an even exchange. You can't always pull from others and think that it's going to be just you pulling from others and not be able to help other people out as well. That's just not how it is. So today, for this new moon, set your intentions on how you are able to support your tribe, and also check in to see how your tribe is working and supporting you, and who you need to add or delete, because there is times where we have to delete people that are no longer, able to bring anything to the table for us, and that's okay. I had a lot of readings this past weekend, and it was coming up a lot of boundaries, and what healthy boundaries, and what does 2019 look like for people, as far as really having healthy relationships, not only with themselves but others. And we're in February, so everybody's thinking about the external love and relationships and romance and all of that, but are you looking at the relationship that you have with yourself? How are you taking care of yourself? How are you loving on yourself? Are you doing your daily check-in to see how am I emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally? Or are you just going by the wayside and just kind of flying at the seat of your pants? You got to do those daily check-ins just to see where you are, and to gauge how truly you are really getting your life together, and how your life is going and flowing. Because without daily check-ins, we're really just going by the seat of our pants. So you really need to check in with yourself. Don't be afraid. Something else that came up as I was talking to my client yesterday, it was really about healing and showing up for our healing process. How can we be ready to heal, but as soon as we feel that first piece of resistance, we're ready to throw in the towel. Lean into the resistance. Lean into whatever it is that makes you fucking uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable, but don't just continue to let the door or the blockage stay. Lean into it. Go into it. A good question that was asked by one of my favorite astrologers this morning on Twitter. It was a question of the day, and it was like, how do you deal with rejection, and how do you handle it, and how do you deal with it, and how can you grow from it? And I really thought about it, and I still kind of get upset and angry, but I've learned over probably the last 6 months that, thank God for the rejections and the blockages that we receive, because I have learned to lean into them and trust. That this is a big part of trusting your intuition, and trusting the ancestors, the creator, and the angels to really support you, and that they are leading you on the right plan. Sometimes those closed doors, what we think is missed opportunities or rejections, it's not for our highest good. So the creator is blocking it so that we can sit with it and see, is this right for me? Am I trying too hard? Is there another route for me to go? Sometimes we think we have to take the easy route, and Lord knows I am one that hates being patient. I have come in this incarnation to have to learn fucking patience, because I am one of the most impatient people when it comes to certain things at all times. But I've learned over the last couple of months is that, the door isn't closed for a reason. It's something behind there, or it's another way for me to go. And is there some other work that I need to be done? Because healing is a daily process. And somebody else asked a good question yesterday on Twitter, was like, what is your daily routine? Or no, what is your daily way of, knowing how you meet your goals and expectations? And I was like, I really don't. My daily expectation is to survive, because this world is fucking crazy, and to be a blessing to others. And anything beyond that, I consider a blessing, an extra blessing. So I have goals, don't get me wrong, but I'm not so pressed that it is wearing me thin. It's working my nerves, because I hate stuff that works my fucking nerves. Trust me, my kids know this, my family knows this, friends, everybody knows. I'm a Pisces. So let me go with the fucking flow. Let me figure it out. Let me ease it into it. Let me engage it energetically to see if it is for me. Because if it's for me, trust me, He's got me to get there. So I'm going to trust how I get there. I'm not going to force it. I've learned through the work that I've done, I've learned to trust the process. Do not get in such a fucking hurry for some shit that you do some unethical bullshit, and 6 months later, 12 months later, you're still having to pick up the shit. So I've learned to keep my karma clean, to try to do things ethically. I'm very honest and open with a lot of stuff that I do, because I want to keep the waves flowing and going, not only to me but out to me. I want to do stuff ethically with people and support them in their healing process and in their journey. That's what I want to do. I want to be that empowerment. I want to be that fucking plug. That's why that's my favorite fucking song. It is me. In a nutshell, I'm the fucking plug. Like, I want to be that plug to get people to the next fucking level. So if I'm doing shit that's not ethical or not in alignment with what I'm doing, I gotta fucking take a step back and say, nah, that's not for me. And I'm not gonna be aligned with people that's doing that shit too. Because again, it flows to you. Watch who you hang out with. Watch those connections. Again, look at your tribe. Look at if you are having that even exchange of energy and flow and love and reciprocity, or is there some things that need to be changed? There's nothing wrong with changing some things up, but you got to be willing to do it. Before I close out, I really wanted to talk about also, I am running a giveaway for February. So if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, you saw it yesterday. Yes, yesterday. And so I posted it late yesterday on my Instagram and my Twitter and stuff. But I'm giving away this cool rose quartz for February, as well as this bottle of doTERRA geranium, because I love essential oils and I love crystals. Those are my two tools that I use outside of my intuition and the ancestors and shit. So I decided, because the theme of my newsletter for this month was self-love and self-care and just loving on yourself, I saw and, discerned that rose quartz is such an amplifier of love, a love for yourself, love for others, just love period in general. And it can bring some waves of abundance to you as well. And geranium is a wonderful, one of my favorite. Oh my God, I love geranium. But it's one of my favorite essential oils, because it also opens you up to receiving love and bringing love to you, but also letting that love flow from out of you. Because again, we need that flow going. We need that waves of going, because if the wave is going out, it's got to come back in. And you want to give your highest attention. You want to give your best intentions out. You don't want to be doing some bullshit that is not going to bring you anything but some trauma and drama. So, quickly, enter my giveaway. It ends this week on Friday. I will be giving it, letting the person know. So you have until this Friday to enter. The link is in my bio. And I'll post this on my what is it called? God, I'm sorry. My YouTube page. So YouTubers, it will be on the link. It'll be a link to enter on there. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful new moon. Set those beautiful intentions for yourself of how can you not only take care of yourself, but how can you be supported and support your tribe and your community, because we all have to support one another. That's something big. How can we empower one another? And if you need support, if you need some coaching, if you need some healing work, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to support you and to really get you to where you need to go. Heads up, we will be having Mercury going retrograde in March. So I'll probably get back on probably next week to talk about that in the full moon. But until next time, be blessed. I love you all and take care of yourselves.